gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Honda Street Garage. I'm gonna do a daily vlog today. I'm on my way to the junkyard. It is Monday, April 10th, I think. I'll have to double check that. So yes, Monday, April 10th. Anyway, we're heading to the junkyard. I'm gonna use my little camera, so if it looks kind of crappy, it's just because I'm carrying this big camera around in the junkyard. There's a lot of people that it's their daily grind to just come out here and try to pull parts and hustle them. Really didn't have anything that I needed at the junkyard. Found an exhaust tip, an OEM Integra exhaust tip, that's about it. So we're back at the shop. It's kind of nighttime. One of the things I put on the car last night when I put the transmission is I put one of those metal bushings for the shift linkage. The one that replaces this. And I gotta be honest, I don't like it at all. I'll show you what I mean. Some people might really like this. I've got the shift knob off. I mean, when you shift into gear, you can literally feel it through the whole car vibrate when you shift, and it's really stiff, but I really don't like it. It just kind of every time I shift I feel it through my whole body, so it's just one of those things I'm not really keen on. So I'm just gonna put the old bushing back on and swap that out real quick while I do that. If you notice, I have a different set of wheels on here, but they have brand new Toyo Proxies. It's a smaller size because the Cosi K1s had 205 50-15s. These are 195 45 15s. The only reason I sold the Cosis was because somebody basically had to have them, and they gave me a really good price for them. So these wheels aren't really going to stay, but they're just kind of temporary. It's just something fun and different just for now. I think I might put these wheels on the DA and then put a different set of wheels on the Integra once we get it painted. So I'm going to get the car jacked up so I can get underneath it and change the shift linkage. You see the shift linkage here. Yeah, there it is. It's just super stiff. It's just too much to deal with. Yeah, camera battery's dying, so I'm going to disconnect it there around the shifter, drop it, and then disconnect it down there at the transmission. Actually leave the shifter with the bitch pin still connected. Well, that's one bolt. Bolt number 2. Okay, so I've got this end disconnected. Now I'm gonna go take the 12mm down there off where the round bushing is. All right, I'm gonna take this one off. Avoid doing this when the exhaust is still hot. The 12mm comes out, as well as the washer. I'll pop this guy off, let it drop down. So there it is, there's this metal culprit. Okay, now I'm gonna loosen this bolt here, and I'm gonna take this whole bar out, just so I can work with it out there on the floor. Okay, she's free. I'm gonna take her out. So here it is. Not a fan of this. I mean, you can see the thing barely moves. It's on there tight. I mean, it's great if you have a race car setup, but I kind of like this car to feel a little bit more, a little more daily drivable. Now I am gonna take this bushing and swap it out with this. You can see the difference. This one's way softer than this one. Way softer. Lube it up. Okay, I've got the shifter here. If you can tell, I'm obviously using the stock shifter instead of the Skunk 2 short throw shifter. And there's a reason for that. No matter what I do, I can't get the short shifter to not be clicking around and making noise. So I'm just gonna go back to the stock shifter just because it works. Nice, easy, simple and clean, functional, you know, quiet. And it just retains that feel that the car, you know, has always had. So I'm just gonna put the stock shifter in here with a stock arm and it should feel good like before. Now I gotta get this thing up in here, which is gonna be kind of difficult with the battery dying and lack of space and light. Basically I just have to hook it on the transmission down there and then put two 12mm bolts up here, right there. Put the shifter through the hole right there, and that's it. Simple as that. Alright, I've got the shifter and the 12mm tightened down here. You can see I need to connect this rod to the shifter still. So we're gonna go back down there. Yeah, I've already connected this to the top. I'll see if I can get a light, get a shot of that. Alright, so here's a shot of everything factory put back in to make it the way it was originally. I'm gonna put these little rubber washers on either end. Now this is gonna be tricky and I won't be able to hold the camera. And she's done. I don't know if you, there we go. It's all put back together. Got the bolt in there. Okay, so this is the next day. This is the stock shifter. And it's nice and quiet. You don't hear any banging or feel any banging. And it just overall makes the transmission feel a whole lot better. The other thing is that the Skunk 2 shifter was physically shorter. So it made, you know, the throw harder to push. Even though it was a shorter throw, it was kind of harder to, you know, push back and forth. So even though this has a longer throw, it's a little taller, and the way it feels just gives you a lot more confidence. Whereas with the other metal bushing, you could feel every single thing in it. Almost like you could feel the synchronizers engaging in each little piece of their teeth. It was just a very odd feeling, very raw. So honestly, I just wasn't a fan of it. It was functional, it worked, but I personally didn't like the feeling of it in this car. So especially with the fact that, you know, I've got this Type R transmission in here now and each synchro is perfectly fine. The other thing with having a short shifter is that it can prematurely wear your synchros, and you know, I'm not really trying to beat this transmission up too much. I like having no grinds, so I like to keep it that way. So I'm going to keep the stock shifter in here for now. Maybe I'll upgrade to something later, maybe a K-tune shifter or something. So that's pretty much it. To shift, whereas before it really felt like you were doing some sort of surgical procedure. You know, before you go from third to fourth and it felt like you were breaking the whole car. Now it's just nice and quiet. Okay, you can probably tell by the last shot of being in the car that it's the next day. I'm trying to do daily vlogs. I'm gonna film some more today, and just, you know, I'm trying to get these out as fast as I can. Anyway, so that kind of concludes this episode of Honda Street Garage. As far as the giveaway is concerned, the video for that will be out on Friday, so stay tuned and watch out for that. Basically, draw numbers from all the people that have the correct answer. We're gonna name them and number them for, you know, who answered when, and basically take all those numbers, throw them in a hat and draw it. And that's how we get our number. I hope this little video about the shifter thing kind of gave you some information about, you know, what it's like to have solid bushings. So in summary, they're great for like a race car use, but for me in the daily driving thing, or I kind of like this car to have full interior, to be quiet, to have air conditioning. So it was a little too race car for me. Keep up with us on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. And we'll see you in the next episode where I think we're gonna get this Integra a little lower, the DA Integra. So cool, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next one. Peace. Oh yeah, guys, I forgot to mention that for the giveaway, we're actually finding some more stuff to put in with the giveaway. We're gonna try to scour Charlie's garage and see if we can find some extra things to throw in there. So that'll be a surprise. You still have a chance to basically win the giveaway. Just go to the video and type the right answer. And if your name is on there, you'll have a number and you'll have a chance to win that. So make sure you do that, and just wanted to mention that. So yeah, sorry. Peace.